Guys, this is Chris, strat-o-matic Delaware. Thought I would do a little video on strat-o-matic here, strat-o-matic football. Introduce you to the types of cards that a player will see when they open the box and tear apart their teams. Just going to go over basic stuff pretty much. Not going to worry about advance on this, just a beginner video. Different kinds of cards you're going to have. There's 16 cards per team. The first card is that I'm going to go over is the specialist card. Kicking and penalty card. This section will have kickoffs. You roll anything on here, you're going to roll 2 D6s, the red D6s, and total them together. Tells you where the ball went and to which back. And I'll show you how to determine which back in a moment. These are your penalties. If it's blank, no penalty occurred. If it has something, you follow the instructions. They're in the rule book, and we'll do penalties at another time, another video. But this is where the penalties are. Punting, it'll have the punter's name, how far the kick went, and also to which punt returner. Extra points, the kicker's name, 2 through 12 is good. We'll cover this in a moment. Field goal attempts, kicker's name, yard line range, and how the roll goes. 2 through 11 good, 12 no good. Again, that's 2 red D10s. 3 to the 12-yard line, 13 to 22, 23 to 32, and 33 to 37. That's as far as he attempted a kick. They put a cap on that, so you can't try one from further away. The other side, you've got your return specialists. On top will be your punt returners, number 1 back, number 2 back, the back's name, and 2 D10, 1 through 12, and it'll show you the result, how many yards returned. If there's a fumble, we'll go over fumbles another time. And you'll see for 7, 8, and 12 on all of your returns, on all of your cards, it'll say refer to opponent kicking team's specialist card, opponent kickoff returns, or punt returns, depending on which one you're doing. And that's this section right here. If it's 7, 8, or 12, you read the return yardage that is allowed by this team. This is based on the merits of the player themselves, what they did. This side throws a little bit into it. If they allowed them for big gains, you know, you've got the bigger gains available. If you've got teams that were good on special team coverage, these are going to be much shorter distances. Then you've got your offensive player cards. We've got a quarterback card. The quarterback here. It's got the different. Before we do that, let's do the types of plays you can call. This is your elementary play selector card. You'll have 2 blue tiles. One you choose on offense. You choose your play you're going to run. A line buck is up the gut, fullback dive, that kind of thing. Off tackle and run. And your passes are flat passes, which are out to the flats, or even look-ins, real short dump dinkers where the middle linebacker might play. Short passes, long passes. And then you choose your intended ball carrier, split end or flanker back, tight end, quarterback, halfback, fullback. You're going to cover this card. You're going to make your selections, and the defensive player does the same thing. Covers the card and selects pass or run. When you've both made your selections, you reveal them at the same time. So that way you know if the defense has a defense geared towards passing or running, in the offense, which play they're running, and who's going to be handling the ball. So we go to the offense, the offensive cards. You've got the quarterback. If the defense guesses right, you're going to look in the right column. If the defense guesses wrong, you're going to look in the wrong column. If the receiver is double teamed, not sure if you can do that in basic or not. I know it's definitely an advanced thing. But if they are double teamed, you would look there. On passing, if it is blank, it's an incomplete pass. If it says receiver, you're going to go to the receiver's card, right or wrong, and look at the result on their card. If it's blank, it's an incomplete pass. They couldn't haul it in. if they're double teamed. This one, he's not catching a pass if he's double teamed. You're going to notice that that is fullback and halfback. It's Ongbanaya for the Browns in 13. But I didn't have any receiver cards that had running on the back. So this is just to show you, this is what a wide receiver or tight end's card will look like. And if they're able to run, then they will have running on the backside. So like you call an end around, or you want to run an off tackle like a counter or something, you can do that, but they have to have that play in order to be able to pull it off. Same with receivers. If receiver does not have long passes at all, he cannot catch a long pass. He cannot be the intended receiver. Running backs, line buck, off tackle, and run. If it's guessed right, if it's guessed wrong, if the running back is keyed. And same with receivers having running on the opposite side. Running backs have receiving on the opposite side. And as you can see, Fozzie Whitaker, he did not do any long pass receptions, so he cannot be the intended receiver for a long pass. Again, receiving, if it's blank, it's empty. You see if it's guessed right or guessed wrong, and I keep flipping that over the wrong way. And so far it's focusing, so I really don't want to jinx it. We'll go over some of the symbols another time, just getting used to the cards. The last set of cards, there are one specialist card, there are 11 offensive player cards. There may be more, and also 10 offensive player cards. There's a roster card, has offensive starters and reserves and advanced ratings. And same goes for the defense. Hand wrote some stuff in there. The last three cards are going to be your defense cards. And these are the elementary cards. And now it's going to not focus, but we're going to make it focus, I hope. There we go. These are the elementary defensive cards. And for the 6 plays, line buck, off tackle, and run. Flat pass, short pass, long pass. Before each play, you roll 3d10, 1 white, 2 red. The white die, if it's 1 through 3, you're going to look on the offensive intended receiver or ball carrier's card to get the result. If it's 4, 5, 6, you're going to look at the defensive cards to get the result. Now, a team like defense, you're going to be getting a lot of pretty good, decent gains because, well, they just weren't that great a defense. If you got someone like the 76 Steelers, I mean, you're going to be full of sacks and interceptions and stop for a yard loss, stopped at the line of scrimmage. But this is an introduction to the cards for strat-o-matic football. I hope this gives you an idea of what to expect. Say you've just ordered a game and you're wondering what's going to show up in the box. Well, that would be it. So, this is Chris, Strat-o-matic Delaware. If you like the video, please like it, share it with your friends. Visit strat-o-matic.com, the company who made this game. Great place to support the company anyway. Support them no matter what. They gave this game to us. They deserve it. They deserve your dollars for in-print card sets and also for the games. Out-of-print card sets, a great place to go. MoonlightGramsMarketplace.com. Chris Rosen up in Philadelphia. He is a great guy to deal with and has a lot of out-of-print card sets. A lot of stuff to select from, so you can really tweak your collection, what teams you want to play. Good forum, SOMERS, SOMers.activeboard.com. I'm a member there. There are a lot of players, baseball, football. It's primarily baseball, but there's a lot of football there as well. Definitely check it out. A lot of guys there to help you out and give you advice. Great place to check out projects and historical replays. And with that, it's time for the have a wonderful evening, folks. Again, this is Chris, Strat-o-matic Delaware. Keep on rolling. It's football.